Fromage presents Cooking with the Stars. Starring Christian Chavanne, former chef at the world-famous Golden Door Spa in Escondido, California. With Christian today is his very special guest star, the one and only Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Hello and welcome to Cooking with the Stars. Today I am so fortunate. I have the beautiful, delightful Zsa Zsa. She needs no other introduction, and she will be doing for us today our world-famous Dracula goulash.
Exactly.
And tell me, Zsa Zsa, when you get through eating that goulash, does it make you want to drink blood?
Yeah, not only drink blood, we drink the Hungarian bull's blood, it's called. Our red wine comes from Eger, and that's called the bull's blood. Of course you have to drink blood, but be careful because I might drink your blood.
Ooh. Everyone grab your pens and paper, and we'll be right back with Zsa Zsa and her fabulous Dracula's goulash.
Dracula.
Dracula. And we are back with beautiful Zsa Zsa that is now going to prepare her world-famous goulash, which she told me it's in London. In what hotel?
Not hotel, Les Ambassadeurs, the chicest restaurant in the world.
Les Ambassadeurs, well, what do I know?
But wait a second, you don't know much, but this Dracula goulash, every time, girls, you want to catch a man, which is always you want to catch a man when you're without a man. When you're with a man, you still want to catch another man. So you have to learn this recipe. It's not a joke. Every husband I ever had, I cook for them. When I want to get rid of them, I never cook it again. And they go. Sometimes, thank God. All right, go on, sing.
And sometimes they never die, though, right?
No,
Okay.
they don't have to die. A man shouldn't die. He just should get out of my life. Cut it, and don't cut your finger. I hate blood.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay.
What a good
so
chef.
we'll start with the onion.
It's too heavy. You have to cut it smaller, my darling.
Smaller? Okay.
This is not France. This is Hungary now.
Okay,
cut
we want
it
it thin.
But no, don't cut your finger. Just cut it like this.
Okay, I will do it just
That's
for you.
the boy. That's not for me, just for the cameras. Yeah, that's it. Now you put a little oil in the boiling pot.
Okay, we put any kind of oil.
Very little. It's better vegetable. Anyhow, and now put that in, and that has to become transparent. I don't know how you say it in English, but it's not brown. It's transparent.
Translucent.
Look at him. He's teaching me English. My God. While this is cooking, cut the sausages, my darling, about a ½ an inch.
Okay,
Too heavy, too thinner. That's the boy.
Tell me about the word Dracula. You were saying something about
I tell
the
you why I
goulash.
say Dracula. Is that your fingers bleeding?
No, that's onion.
Oh.
Thank you for your concern.
Well, I hate seeing blood. I want the concern. Ah, no!
No, not yet?
Stop it, dummy. The meat goes in first. That goes in.
Okay, we got the pork.
And now I get the beef.
Okay.
And this is going to cook now for 2 hours, and it gets soft.
Okay, we got...
Now I have to go there and show him. Where's the salt and pepper?
Okay.
You don't have any salt?
Okay, the paprika and the
I'm very
caraway.
salt and pepper. But anyhow, guys, you have to put in salt and pepper. They forgot to bring it in the studio naturally. And lots of paprika because Hungarians like red. And the whole container of this caraway seeds. That's
The
it.
whole thing.
Now we have to, now you are going to mush it.
Okay, I'll
mix
stir it up. Oh my goodness. My pop.
That's the other one.
Thank you, just in case. This is a lot of meat.
Yeah, but it's a lot of meat, but that's a lot of Hungarians going to be fed with it. Of course, we would need a little bit black pepper, but we don't know garlic in it. Oh, here it is, dummy. Look how dumb I am. This goes in, black pepper.
Okay, black
I
pepper.
leave it up to your French nose how much you put in. And salt, not too much salt. It's not healthy.
Oh.
Now mix it.
Mix it.
And now you put in, now let's say 2 hours passed by. Ouch. Now put the sauerkraut in, please. And mix it in. The sauerkraut has to be washed, guys. You buy the sauerkraut, you wash it, put it in one of those things where the water comes through it, and you wash it. Otherwise, you don't want the salty sauerkraut. Now mix it good. Now I'm going to start to cut this.
My goodness, this is a job. You build up some breast doing this, like some pectoral muscle.
I was born with nice
Oh,
breasts.
I'm sorry.
Pardon me, but it's good.
Hello and welcome to Cooking with the Stars. My name is Christian Chavanne, and my very special guest today is this little short guy named Louis Ferrigno, formerly known as the Hulk. Hey, oh my goodness.
How's everything?
Okay, what have you been doing since the Hulk?
Well, I've been so busy. As a matter of fact, I'm leaving for Orlando, Florida, the beginning of September to do a few episodes on a TV series called Super Force.
It's like a cop show? Or?
Right, like a RoboCop TV series.
Great.
Syndicated
Action.
for kids. And I'm doing the rebirth of the Hulk. He's coming back to life.
My buddy, my big green buddy is coming
That's
back
right.
to life.
Everyone
Fantastic.
loves the show.
Oh, kids, everybody. I loved it. I think is Bill Bixby is going to be in there
Bill
too?
Bixby's going to produce it, star, and direct again.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
I just can't wait. That's really entertaining.
Wonderful.
Great. I also understand you are not a clothes designer, but you have your own line of clothing that's going to come out.
Yes, it's called Perfetto. It'll be in all the major department stores. It's for children, adults, people of all ages. It's shorts, beautiful shirts, sexy shorts, pants, everything you name it, because I want to cater to the general public. It's something you feel very comfortable.
So for not just the athletic people, whatever,
Right,
it's for
beautiful
everyone.
fabric.
Great, that's fantastic. I just can't wait to buy some. Send me samples. Everyone grab your pen and papers because we'll be right back with the Hulk, Lou Ferrigno.
That's right.
We are back with our wonderful guest chef today. Lou Ferrigno is going to do for us is Lou's favorite broiled fish recipe. And should we do it?
Sure, because it's very simple, low in fat, and for people who are concerned about the diet for it, low in fat and cholesterol. So,
and it's, I can tell you, that's
right
the kind
here,
of food,
yeah,
high
you see,
protein.
this is fish, Parmesan cheese, and tomato sauce. So when you combine it all, you have to hold on.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay, so what we need for that, we're going to take a little margarine.
Right, you're going to mix the spices.
Mix the spices with the margarine. Okay,
Okay.
we're going to melt this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you do it this way. And then you can put the fish in there if you want.
Right.
And then I'm going to put the spices in there. And just like this. Just it's
Okay.
this is again one of those, you don't have to be the Hulk. You don't have to be a superstar. You don't have to be a great chef to do this recipe.
Well, exactly.
It's
because
a
usually
very,
when I film-
very simple recipe.
When I film the show, you know, especially when I do film, I mainly eat a lot of fish. It's very important.
You look like you're in training year-round. I mean, it doesn't look like, you know, you have time for beers and French fries and all that stuff
Exactly.
in your program,
That's the reason
right?
why we're cooking it.
Okay.
Okay, we got the fish right here.
Okay. We put a little bit right there. Okay, we have to melt this just a little more, okay? That's the way it should be, though. Okay, we're going to melt this. Tell us a little bit about your last trip to Italy. You just came back from Italy.
Yeah, I got back from Rome yesterday. I went to Rome. As a matter of fact, I went to Venice.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Rome. But Venice, I couldn't believe I leave the train station, there's no taxis, there's boats.
Oh, my
So
God.
the guy goes, Signor, it's only 100,000 lira. The hotel is just down the corner. So anyway, I get in this boat. The boat goes straight. You know, I'm learning how to swim.
Uh-huh.
And the water's hitting my face. And it's like, you know, it felt like the Hurricane sequel.
Okay, but it was enjoyable, though. Okay, we're going to bake this now.
Okay.
You can put a little salt and pepper too if you want, but Lo is a fitness buff there, and he say, well, salt, we don't really need it. There's a little salt and Parmesan, but that's what you can do with it. And now we wait about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll have Lou's wonderful broiled fish. We'll be right back with Gaetano Palmieri of Gaetano Restaurant. He's going to give us a recipe for his, I can't even say it, Rolatini di melanzane con capellini. And meanwhile, our friend Lou is going to give us the recipe right now for his Lou's broiled fish.
Italian. Italian. You dirty. Italian. Oh, hello. Geez, it's so good to be here with you, Christian. We were just arguing on which food was tastier, and I said Italian, and I won because I'm bigger. Not that I'm right, but I mean, French food is so good.
But this is tastier, too.
This is tasty, but I love French food. I mean, I was in France with Gene Wilder, and they have pomme frite and frite pomme and beef steak and champignon. Oh, please.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff. Oh.
And calamari, the Italians have. Basilico.
That's right.
Aglio.
Aglio, that's right. Aglio, garlic, cibollo.
Cipolla, the onion, l'oignon.
L'oignon. And how do you say basil.
Le basilic.
Le basic. Listen.
The basic basilic.
When I was little, I lived with my mom in a house in Brooklyn, and I'm going to ask you to chop up a lot of onion. Good.
Okay, we're going to do the onion for you.
Right. And I'm taking a pan, and I'm putting a little olive oil in the pan. Here it is. See the olive oil? There it goes.
Just a little.
Yeah, well, this is a lot. This is for a whole pound of pasta.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
You want the onion?
Yes, good, good, good. Very good.
Okay.
Now, here you go. And then...
Do you want more?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. And just drop it in there. I want it to make a noise.
You want to make
good, that's
lots
fine.
of
I just want to show how it starts. Ah, there is a little noise.
Make it sizzle.
Make it sizzle. There it is on the stove. And then we're going to put some garlic in there. Here's the garlic. We're going to put the garlic right in there. Oh, but you chop it up.
Oh, give it to me.
And we're going to mix this up with this. Here you go. And hip, oh, hip, oh. Okay, now I'm going to take a pound of pasta. This is called Lucy's pasta because the lady that lived upstairs from me was called Lucy, and she used to make this pasta. My mother is from in a little town called Spinoza in the province of Potenza, and they would make pasta dishes, but not this way. This was from another place. She was Basilicata or something. She was another...
From another county.
From another county. Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
Right. Here's some boiling water, the pasta. In the boiling water. Here's, what do you do with this? Away. Gone forever. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you know, every Sunday my father would take a little basil and stick it behind his ear. I think because basil is so lovely. If you take a leaf of basil and just distress it, it smells so good, doesn't it?
It smells like home.
It smells like home, right. Well, I was just so comfortable with the basil smell. So, and the garlic and the onion would be sizzling upstairs, and I'd go and I'd visit Lucy, and she would present me with this dish that I never saw in my mother's house. Now, here's what we're going to do. In a bowl, we're going to put 4 eggs. Let's have a thing. Get an egg. Here we go. Break it. 1, 2. What? Oh, boom.
Yeah.
Here, 1, 2. Oh, hey, ah, ooh, ah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
like
okay.
Chinese food. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're going to mix this up. You can put grated cheese in this, but I'm also going to ask you to chop up some basil for me.
Oh, my pleasure.
So I can put the basil in the raw egg.
Okay.
You can take grated cheese and add about 5 tablespoons, but they make a wonderful cheese. Now, fromage makes a product that doesn't have all the fat, all the cholesterol. So I'm putting some of the grated cheese
and a lot of it
in with the egg, right? What's going to cook that egg? Yes, fabulous. Look, what's going to cook that egg? The hot pasta cooks the egg, and then the onion that we made. See that onion is going to go on top of it.
Oh, good.
Is that good? Oh,
it's going to sound delicious.
Yes.
Fabulous. How about more garlic?
Oh my goodness.
More garlic?
Sure, more garlic.
Okay, never enough garlic.
Okay, now the French don't do much with pasta, do they? They don't.
It depends. I'm from the south. I mean, you know, a little town in the south,
right?
South of France, though. You know, but way down there, we do eat a lot of pasta.
You do?
We do, but the ravioli. We don't need all the linguine and
but do you do tomato sauce on it or?
Basically, a lot of tomato sauce with a little bit of
champignon.
Garlic. No, sometimes we do champignon.
Oh, so you do a marinara sauce?
Yes, exactly.
Without the meat?
Without the meat, exactly.
Nowadays, people are getting away from the meat. I used 4 eggs in here, but if you want to avoid the cholesterol, there is a product put out by Second Nature that is like egg. You can make scrambled eggs with it. You can put about a half a cup or a cup in here. I would say a cup. And when the pasta gets in there, it'll cook it. No cholesterol. So far you can have cheese, no cholesterol. Egg, no cholesterol. Or you can leave the egg yolks
out and just leave the whites.
And rinse your hair with them, and then just put the egg whites in there.
Absolutely right.
You have a lot of choices. Okay.
Okay, where is the pasta?
The pasta's in here. My job is to get the pasta to you.
Uh-huh. Well, I kind of dread this now.
No, don't dread it. Here's the pasta. I'm going to put the hot pasta.
And I use my finger on it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And I'll toss it with the knife? Like
well, we're gonna see what happens.
Okay.
Right. Well, you can just toss it. Let's see. Here we go.
Hey,
Here's pasta. Okay.
Hey, this is al dente, huh?
A little al dente, but
that's good.
I'm going to eat it in the car on the way home.
Good.
Here
that looks good.
Okay, now.
But more basil. More basil.
Here we go. Now I'm going to put the onions with that. Now, let's be very careful about about you know, I would say a bit, the fresh basil goes now on top of this.
Okay, we'll give you a little more fresh basil.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, gee. Oh, that looks good.
Looks
you see
too
the
good.
Where's the... Here's
And it's good for you. That's not the only thing, right?
Right.
Italian food is very good for you.
Yes, right. Oh, it is.
Not like that French food with all the cream and the butter and all those nasty things
Right,
like
and then you put
goose
the cheese.
liver.
The higher you put the cheese, do you know what I mean? It's very important to... Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay, here we go. Now, here's my boat. You know, you can serve it like you want. I'm saying, let's put it right in here, okay? And you see how wet it is? It's just, oh, it's so much fun.
It looks delicious.
Right, right.
But a little chopped parsley, some green stuff on top to make it just
now,
a little
listen,
more beautiful.
I don't eat in the kitchen because it's such a mess in here, but I think that if we go to another place, we can, yes. And I do like, sometimes...
Some color.
Here's my basil.
Hey,
Right in the
more
middle.
basil. Hey, look at that.
Okay.
Yes, I love it.
You know, it's so interesting. When you have friends over, people say to me, what's the most fun you have? And the most fun I have is to invite friends over. Ricardo Montalban, Burt Reynolds, Lonnie Anderson, Dolly Parton. I feel so sorry for Dolly Parton. She has tiny, tiny little feet. Because nothing grows in the shade. It's true. You know, a lot of people say, how come you're talking about, I wrote a cookbook called Eat This, It'll Make You Feel Better. And I also wrote another book. Can I have that one?
Yes.
It's called Charlie the Caterpillar. It's a children's book, which is coming out. And it's all about this little caterpillar who turns into a butterfly. And it's very sweet. It's by Simon & Schuster. It's coming out this month.
Does he eat basil, though?
He eats basil. He's eating basil on
That's what it is.
That's what
That's what I thought he was doing.
He's eating basil on the cover. There he is, basil.
And he's kind of fuzzy. He kind of looks like you.
He looks like me. Well, he came out of my head. Anyway, and then I have a book called Eat This, It'll Make You Feel Better. And I have a video called Eat This, the Video with Dom DeLuise. And it's me and my mom shopping all over the place. And I have a phone number, which is 800-722-7347. I know it's a little... I mean, it's, I don't know if it's a lot. I have it tattooed on my
yes, let's say that part.
800-722-7347. Now, is somebody going to taste this? Later we'll taste it.
Later we will taste it. We'll be right back.
This is fabulous. How do you say in French, we'll be right back?
On revient tout de suite.
Yeah! On revient tout de suite. À tout à l'heure.
And we are back with our special guest star, Dom DeLuise.
Oh, Christian, I had the most wonderful time. I really, you know, I always wanted to have a French accent. I dream of having a French accent because they make the best lovers.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Well, sometimes, well, but that doesn't, I don't care about that oui, oui business, but still, they're good cooks and they're great lovers, you know? Now, I made Lucy's pasta, and in a moment, I'm going to give them the ingredients, but what are you going to do next?
I will be doing a light Caesar salad.
A light Caesar salad! That's my favorite thing! A light Caesar salad, you mean?
With reduced calorie and a little less
reduced
cholesterol.
Calorie. Oh,
no
you know,
cholesterol.
because usually when you have a Caesar salad, it's loaded with cheese and cholesterol, and you're going to give us a Caesar salad that's healthy?
Healthy Caesar salad.
Formidable.
Mais
Let's
oui.
drink to that. Oh, wow. Wait.
Chin chin.
We started out by arm wrestling. Now we're friends. To France. To France.
To the food.
To the food. To Italy. Right.